Hey guys, we got another one on the hard drive. Land's End's on its way. At least I hope this is the end of the land videos. I know you guys are getting tired of watching them, but like I say, I hope we're picking up something here. Stay tuned. Probably won't be any more vids come up tonight, but there may be one tomorrow for starting on the water features. We'll talk to you guys in a second. Okay guys, here you see I've sort of leveled the figure into the base by taking the mostly dry or semi-dry drywall compound and leveling out the miniature to where it's nice and level, and actually it's level out to a little bit to the side, so it comes out to the front a little bit, but still pretty vertical where he's supposed to be. And by doing that, I took in the dry and just pushed it up under the base until he come to a nice level spot. You can see where I was digging and pushing to get the desired level. And then what you do is dip back into your compound and just fill in your dig spots, and sort of bring it out to the base as you go to give it a nice little rounded look. And oh yeah, one more thing, if you're messing with this and realize it's sticking to your fingers, I've let this dry a little bit so that it's not sticking. But if you notice it's sticking to your fingers, this is just like with green stuff. If you dampen your fingers, it won't stick to you. That's also how you clean this up. It's just like just take like my tool here. It's got sputs on it or compound on it. All you'd have to do is dip it in some water. Sorry about that. Hit the camera. Dip it in some water, and all that dried up dried up spackle would just come off. It just melts like. But the good thing is, once this stuff is set up, it no longer is water soluble. Just while it's still drying, it's water soluble. So it's easy to clean up. Like I say, just add a little bit of water and it comes right off your tools. And just fill in around the edge of your miniature until you get a nice level miniature. And on the base, like I say, just like I said earlier, that oops, sorry. Like I said earlier, there's no ground that's perfectly level, so if there's a little hump, it sort of works out. But if you want to, all you have to do is just tap it in. And basically, if you're not going to ever, like I say, you're just making this as a purely display piece. Well, first off, you probably wouldn't have it on the Warhammer base that this one's on. But if it's, like this miniature was still thought to be played, after you get this to the stage here where you've got the miniature level and level and smoothed out to where it's nice and neat, just let this set for a minute or so. Not very long. You don't want to let it dry in the base, but you just want to give it time for it to firm up. All this new stuff you just added around the base to firm up. And after it's set for a few minutes and it's firm, and it's just not going to go away. I'll start over here on the other side that's been worked for a while. I'll show you here in just a second. Let me get some of this work down. Okay, here. So come over here to this side. It's been worked. What you do is get you a little knife type instrument. So I'm just going to use this little paddle off my brush, my tools, and right here at the edge where the base is, just go around the edge of the base and peel back the spackle. And basically, once you go all the way around the miniature like that, you should be able to lift the miniature straight out. But if you go, so just go around the edge, cut him loose, just ride the edge so that you get a good clean look. Oops, off frame, sorry. I was munching what I was doing. This is a little wet still, but just want to show you, get you guys the idea. So you go around all four sides and get him nice and clean. Say sorry guys, I let that was still a little bit too wet to do that, but and then you just lift him out and around the edge a little bit because you angled it back. Clean up your edge. And now you got your seat for your miniature. And that's pretty much the ground where the miniature is going to set for your display base. What we'll be working on next, once this sets up and don't have to worry about crushing it, notice in here you might want to take and just flatten this just a touch from where we shoved all that underneath there to level the miniature. Just give it a little just sort of, that way the miniature is still going to set level and won't get caught up in all this junk. But like that. It's got a good place to set, and when you set it, the miniature in, you're not going to see any of that anyway. So we got the ground part done. When we come back in the next vids, or the next time you see this, we're going to be working on this water section, and we're getting really close to done. So we got water section in the land right there. But like I say, if you was working with a snow scene, this is pretty much done. You would just take and seal this with your sealer, just like you did the rocks. And once it's sealed up, you ain't going to do any damage to it, and just letting this harden. Usually overnight it'll be completely hard. It should be hard enough to touch within 3 or 4 hours, but overnight for full hardness. And then primer it, if you want to paint it, or seal it if you want to leave it for snow. And like I say, when we come back, we'll be working on the water section. Thanks guys, be back in a bit.